So I was reading this New York Post article, and it was giving like quotes of people's experience with Bryan Kohberger in school. And I saw some of the names, and I reached out to one of the girls that was quoted in the article, and she responded. I was surprised. And if I did lives, I might have her on. If anybody has any questions, she doesn't know that much because she didn't really talk to him. Like you'll see in the messages, she really kind of avoided him, and so did her friends. She said he like really gave off creeper vibes, which she doesn't, well, she does say it, that she didn't even know he had a sister until the crime. And then I actually just read there are 2 sisters. So I thought that was kind of interesting because she worked with his mom. All the time they worked together, his mom like never brought him up. So maybe she just didn't talk about her personal life. But I don't think he had a lot of girlfriends, and this is like in all the articles that he had a drug problem until 2017 or 2018. But what I read from there was, it just seems like everybody said that he was either bullied, a weirdo, a recluse. And it's funny because in college, all of the experiences people have are that he was like really arrogant. One of the last testimonies I read was that he made sure that you knew he was like the smartest person in the room, and that he was actually pretty quiet. But the one guy says until after, which he only knows now was the time frame after that was done. So before that he was super quiet, and then towards the end of the semester he got like extremely outgoing, the guy said. But let's take a look at the messages. Didn't want to sensationalize. I know some people like to do that, and this was like days ago. Wasn't sure if I had any more questions, or if I was going to have her do like video or anything, but she said that I could share her name. She didn't care about me sharing her name, but I don't think I'm gonna. I don't want a bunch of people bothering her. She doesn't have that much information anyways, but I just was grateful she took the time to answer me. They don't always do that in these cases. So let's see what she thought. I said, hello, this is random, but just read the Newsweek article. Oops, I said Newsweek. It's the New York Post. And since I'm in Ohio, I guess it was easy to narrow down your profile, but was just wondering if I could ask one question. Well, 2. It said Bryan had an addiction and he repelled girls. It sounds like he lost a lot of weight as well since then. If you could share one memory that you find most memorable regarding him, what would it be? And if unable to think of one, what word would you use to describe him if you could only use 1 or 2? Thank you for your time. I have a small YouTube channel, mainly cover Depp Amber Heard stuff, but also do true crime. So decided to try and ask for some insight before I make my video. Wouldn't share your name or anything unless you wanted me to. Have a great day, and sorry this probably has to be traumatizing in a way. Hello, it's completely fine if you use my name or not, but all I can remember really from is that he gave me creeper vibes, to be honest. I kept my distance from him, and he did have a problem back in his high school days. I said, thank you. Was his sister normal? I've not heard much about her, or if you don't know, that's okay. I won't comment on that if you answer or not, if you don't want me. And did he ever have any girlfriends or even guy friends? She said, no problem. Honestly, I did not know him personally, and I don't ever recall him having a girlfriend, to be honest. I did not know he had sisters until this horrible situation came to life. I always thought he was an only child. I only knew his mother. And I said, thank you. Oh, yes, I remember. I think you were quoted saying she never mentioned him. A channel on YouTube found an old article written by his mom about how cruel the world has become to cheer at Ted Bundy's hearse. It was so eerie, and regardless, I know a lot of people are asking if they knew, and I'm torn about whether or not I think they did once he was there, and whether or not I blame them for still supporting him. I don't really. She said, no problem. I said, if I think of anything, I may message you. Otherwise, thank you for your time. Appreciate it, and positive vibes your way. Prayer hands. Little pink hearts. And she said, yes, that's fine. So as I said, she's really nice. When she first answered, I didn't know what to ask, to be honest. I was kind of flabbergasted. She responded, but she said I could say, like, share her name as you see in those messages, but I decided not to. I don't want people bothering her. I might reach out to her in the future if, as this proceeds, if it goes to trial, etc. I think there's anything she can answer or contribute, I will. I also haven't lost, or it's not lost to me that he's not a celebrity. This isn't some like glorifying thing. I just think it's good and interesting to have a concept of who somebody is before they do something so awful, and just to get like a linear profile around someone like that if we have the opportunity, which in this occasion I somewhat did. So I hope regardless you guys enjoyed it, and I hope I didn't sensationalize it. It wasn't my my intention whatsoever, but I hope everybody has a good morning, afternoon, or night, and I will talk to you soon.